Hey guys. Okay, so around. Okay, so it's about 30 minutes until um 30 minutes until the ball drops. I'm home alone tonight, so I figured might as well live stream it. I have popcorn with some hot sauce. Got some on my face, and we're just gonna hang out until the ball drops. If you need or got any questions for me, you can put them in the chat, and I'll answer them. Honestly, I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this because everyone's watching this. I don't know if we're watching this version. I'm watching the Steve Harvey, like the Steve Harvey one, because it's the only one I can get. I don't have cable, so I just have an antenna, and so I take that antenna and I'm able to get my local channels if I need them. But this is the only channel that would come in, so we're just gonna leave it at that. So I live streamed today, right? Just like 20 minutes ago. Video games. So for Christmas, I got a 1080p webcam. So I'm hoping that I can start streaming games. I've been working with Streamlabs. I have my PayPal set up on there and everything. So hopefully tomorrow or sometime soon I'll be able to do a longer stream. That was really just a test. The only thing I didn't test out is the mic. The only reason I don't have a mic is because my girlfriend has one, and I don't know where she put it. I'm gonna turn this down. Okay. But yeah, she has a Yeti mic, that like an extra one, and she can let me use it, but I don't know where it is, and she's not here. She's at some thing she got hired to do for New Year's, so yeah, so nothing special going on really. Just watching New Year's. I was kind of hoping some people would jump in so I could answer some questions, but I don't think anybody's gonna jump in on this. I know it's just kind of a different video, but I'm by myself anyway, so I figured it'd be kind of fun. Gucci made Steve Harvey a coat because the weather's so bad in New York. I apologize if you don't like eating in front of camera. You don't have to be like, you don't have to watch this. I'm just I'm hungry, so. And I'm gonna keep looking at the screen instead of the lens. I know where the lens is, but it's just easier. I know you're just kind of looking at my ugly mug here, but there's not much else to look at. Can't really show the TV. I'm hoping someone jumps in. I'm only 3 minutes in streaming, so we'll see. Now Ken Jeong is on the is that J-Lo? No, that's not J-Lo. Is Ken Jeong the guy from, the thing I think of him from is The Hangover. But oh crap, I got stuff all over me. And chicks like singing a cappella. Pretty good actually. For a cappella. Oh, now they're adding music. Man, it looks like crap in New York. It looks just as bad in New York as it does here. Oh, this is cringy. But yeah, it looks... I think he was supposed to sing with her, and he doesn't know when to come in. Oh, no, I was just making a joke out of it to save his skin. Nicole who? I don't know any famous people named Nicole. Man, I look... My face looks bloated. It looks like it did when I got my wisdom teeth removed. What's going on? It must be the lighting. This is really... Man, they're running out of stuff to do before midnight. Just have people on the street singing. I'm going to stand up for a second. Finished all that popcorn so you don't have to hear me chewing them. Oh, see, and then... Let me turn on the light here. And then when I walk past the TV, it screws up the antenna. Oh, crap, sorry. It screws up the antenna. And so you have to, like, it freezes up. Oh, man, I made a mess. Okay. I do have a beer here. I'm drinking Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. $6 at the gas station. There's a bottle of champagne here, too. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to get home before we do that. She won't be here until after midnight, because the thing that she has to do is during the midnight celebration, or it's like that's for the countdown, so. And I could have gone, but like I was talking about, the weather here is just awful. We had, like, ice, rain, mix, like, sleet, but it was, like, harder than sleet. It was, like, ice shards. And we had that for, like, all day, because I work outside. And it did that, and then it kind of melted down, and then it rained for a little bit, and then it went back to ice, and it rained for a little bit, and now the temperatures just dropped significantly, and everything's frozen. So all the roads are frozen, everything's just falling apart. So I had to let my dogs out, and I went outside, just barely outside to let the dogs out, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. That's a hairstyle. I hope I don't get in trouble for all this copyrighted music that's playing for these, like, commercials and crap. But so, one thing I wanted to talk about, since I'm sitting here anyway, is I spent, I don't know, 7, almost 8 hours with the 7th level. If you don't know who the 7th level is, he's a video game channel. He does reviews, and he does live streams, and he does retro. He's a big retro collector and things like that. I spent like seven hours with him yesterday, and we played through Fallout 76 together. When I mean played through it, we didn't get very far, but we were playing that. And let me turn this down because this is annoying me. I'm so ADHD, it like distracts me. But we were playing Fallout 76, and we were playing together, and we caught footage for his review. He does a "Don't Buy This Shit" review, so basically, it's his like reviews on games that he thinks are bad. And he bought it, and he told everybody, hey, if you have the game, feel free to play with me when I have time, and we'll get some footage, and you can be in the review. So I did it with him, and so I did not expect to play that long, but my impressions, without spoiling anything. I've had videos on here before talking about how much of a massive Fallout fan I am. I mean, actually, if you just turn this way, these are our posters. They're two, like, kind of matching Fallout, like the Nuka Girl posters. And so I'm a massive Fallout fan. I've been playing it since, well, I started with Fallout 3, but I bought it on the opening day, and I played it forever. And the Fallout series is my favorite video game series of all time, but the Fallout 3 in particular means a lot to me. And I loved Fallout 4. New Vegas I didn't really get into as much, but I did play a lot of it. And so I wasn't planning on getting Fallout 76. I've talked about this multiple times, but since he said he was going to be playing it, and since there's been so many great deals on that game, I was able to get a brand new copy after selling a few things I didn't need for nothing, and then I was able to get a used copy off eBay, and I haggled the guy down by like $10. So I didn't spend hardly any money on two games, and then for my girlfriend's Christmas present, I got her two of them because we're gonna play it together. It'll be a fun bonding thing. Because what I'm getting at is the reason we played it so long is we really had a good time playing together. We it was I cannot imagine playing that game by yourself for any kind of long period of time whatsoever. But with someone, especially maybe more than two people, I could see playing it for a while just because you run into funny glitches, you run around and you're curious, you explore. Even if you don't find anything, you're exploring. You're having some social time. I mean, it's kind of fun in that sense. And so, when I went into it, I was expecting we'd only play it for a couple hours and we'd be done because we'd get sick of it. But we ended up playing quite a bit, and we ended up having a hard time finding a mission that like really worked well for footage and things like that. But we made it work. Seventh's working on it now. He's editing it up. I did some footage as well, but it wasn't any footage from any other capture device but the PlayStation. So I just saved a couple clips, in the 15-minute mark, like intervals or whatever. And I did a couple when we ran into some funny situations. I don't have the expertise with the PlayStation to know how to convert those videos and those pictures over. I can do pictures, through Twitter, and I can send them through Messenger and things like that. But when it comes to videos, I have to edit them down, and then I have to find a way to upload them onto my computer and then send them to Seventh so we can put them in the review. So if he really needs them, I will put them there. We've kind of been talking about it. We're not sure yet. But I don't think we will have to worry about that. He got a lot of good footage. A lot of the things that I thought were funny, he got. So I'm really excited to see it. I'm excited to see if the footage turned out. And I'm excited to see, what happens. But that's just a small talking point while we're waiting for the stupid ball to drop. I'm going to have to get another beer. I have one left. But, yeah, so it was a lot of fun. And I can't wait to play more with my girlfriend just because I love Fallout. And no matter how bad a Fallout game can be, I find fun in it just because I can't get enough of the atmosphere. Turning on your Pip-Boy, listening to the radio, and playing. But that game, you'll hear about it. So now I am moving on, and I've been playing a little bit of Sea of Thieves again. I've been getting back into that. I've been on this kick of playing really bad games that have gotten better, and I'm hoping Fallout 76 becomes one of these. But I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky since they've been updating that a lot. I haven't played it in a little while, but I played a lot of that once they started adding more. And then I started playing what's the other one? Oh, Sea of Thieves. I've been playing again, and I don't know. Maybe it's because from time to time I'll watch Summit1G on Twitch, and I'll see some of the stuff that he does on that game, and I enjoyed that game quite a bit. It's just No Man's Sky, there was not enough to do, and it was very broken. Sea of Thieves, there's not a lot to do, but there's a lot of it looks really good. The game looks really good, and the graphics are really good, and you can find fun in that too. Right now, I'm just going around in a sloop. I don't have other friends who have an Xbox, so I literally am just going on in a small little sloop. And since nobody plays that game anymore, no one tries to steal my shit. So I just go to I just pick up some quest items to go pick up some chests, and I just explore the islands and find the random chests and things. So I'm actually finding some fun in that too. But yeah, I've been playing that, and then because of Fallout 76, I've kind of got back into Fallout 4 as well. And then I got a couple deals recently. GameStop had their sales for Christmas or whatever. I'm gonna get another beer, but they have these sales for Christmas, and right now they're doing or I don't think they're doing it anymore, but like last week they had a buy two get one free on used games. So I picked up. Well, I borrowed Persona 5 from my friend from high school, and I really enjoyed it. So I got only a couple hours in, like kind of I'm still in the tutorial stuff, but he wanted it back because it's like one of his favorite games, and he was still playing it. So I gave it back to him, and I knew I was going to eventually buy it when I had the chance. So I had the chance, and I got Persona 5, which is cool because it happened to be the Steelbook edition, just a used copy of the Steelbook edition that came through. So I picked that up, and then I picked up. Let me open this real quick. Hang on, because you're gonna see the ceiling for like 2 seconds, maybe a little bit longer. Oh crap. Okay. Um, but I picked that up, and then I picked up Kingdom Come Deliverance, which I've played only maybe 5 or 6 hours of at the most. And that game is exactly what everyone says it is. It's definitely for a specific type of person. It's definitely something that I know a lot of people would hate. It's something that I know a lot of people love. I'm kind of in between. I love the atmosphere of the game. I love having something that's a little more of a traditional kind of medieval feel to it. That's not always about dragons and wizards and shit. But it's very immersive in the way the gameplay works. And then there is it's very slow. It's not like Skyrim where it just starts off with a bang. You don't fight anybody until about an hour and a half into the game, and that's like the only time you do it. After that is like hours later. So it's there's not it's a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of getting to know the story. I think it's going to pick up as you go. But yeah, I don't know. It could be I don't know how I feel about it yet. I haven't played enough of it to really say, but there's a lot of things I like, and then it's just kind of slow. But I can see people really getting immersed in that game and playing it a lot. Then the last game I got for the free game is I got Attack on Titan, the first Attack on Titan for PS4, and I picked that up for my girlfriend. She's a big Attack on Titan fan, so I haven't tried that. I've been wanting to play that as well, so that's why I also picked it up, so she can play it and I can play it too. So that was kind of cool. I didn't expect to go in there doing that. I was just gonna go pick up. I had a gift card I got for Christmas, and I was expecting to just go in and just play or get one game, and I ended up getting. And actually, the other game I wanted was LA Noir, the remaster for PS4, and they didn't have it used, so I ended up not getting that. But I played that game. I beat that game on PS3. But all right, so we're 7 minutes away, according to this, to count down to 2019. If anybody has any, well, my thoughts on 2018 were it was better than 2016 by far. I think it was also better than 2017 by just a little bit. 2015 was awesome. I like 2015 a lot. 2016 was garbage for many reasons, but one of them is a lot of very famous people died in 2016, which sucked. Oh, that's bright. And then 2017 was just a normal kind of year for me. I went through well, honestly, 2017 was kind of hard for me, but I made a lot of change in my personal life that actually worked out for the best for me. It was stressful at the time, but now that I look back on it, it's a very important year for me. 2018, it's been kind of just it's been all right. I haven't hated everything going on in the world or anything like that. I think my biggest highlight for 2018 was the Falcon 9 rocket going off back in February. That's where they sent the Tesla up into space and had the Starman in it. That was a very memorable moment. I'll never forget that day. I was watching that live at my work desk on my iPad, and I was just mind blown. So there's that, and that was the same day I got my Xbox One as well. My tax return came in, so I got that. My predictions for 2019 are I think it'll be kind of a mix of this year and 2017. So 27 mix of both of those. I think there won't be as much of change going on in my life, but there's still going to be there's a lot of things I have in the works that are gonna really affect me in life, and it may be stressful at the time, but I'm gonna look back on it and be really happy about it. So there are a lot of things I'm excited for when it comes to 2019. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see. My big thing is I hate seeing people who are like, oh, thank God for this year being over. God, just move on to the next. Like I just am so sick of this year. And then the next year comes around and it's about to end and they say the same thing. And then the next year comes around and it's about to be the same time and they say the same thing. It just constantly happens in a circle. No one's ever happy with their life in the year. And I think people use the new year as an excuse to start fresh, which is good in a way. I'm glad people start fresh, but I think they also take the new year and say, "Oh, well, this is just a reset of my life." As soon as the clock strikes midnight, my life is just going to be totally back to square one, and I won't have all these issues. Then they wake up the next morning and realize nothing's changed, and they're still dealing with the same things they dealt with the day before. Um, so my philosophy on the new year is, take every year and appreciate it. And just know there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days, there's going to be good years, there's going to be bad years, but they're not all that way. Some are overall bad, some of them are overall good, but none of them are worthless. You always have to take those years and understand that if you made it through that year and you're still here the next year, you learned a lot. No matter if it was a good year or a bad year, you learned a lot and you've progressed and you've become a better person from it. So that's my advice to a lot of people. Um, when it comes to the new year, don't don't sit there and dismiss the previous year as if it was nothing but bad. Maybe the majority of it was, but there's always something you can find, and you can look back on it and say, now I know what I can do to make this year better because this is what I did last year. I don't know. It might be silly, but if you hear this banging, it's my dog playing with her rubber bone. She's being a derp. And my other dog, I have two dogs, and my other dog is just sitting here watching the TV. It's the weirdest thing. I've never had dogs before who are legitimately aware of the TV. Like they'll sit there and they'll just like look at it and they'll look like they're watching everything that's happening, and they are. I mean, they're watching what's going on and they're into it. It's the weirdest thing. For Thanksgiving this year, I always make a tradition to watch the dog show after the parade. I don't watch the whole thing, but I just watch part of it because I just remember that when I was a kid. And the dogs were sitting here watching it, like just like it was like the most important thing on the planet. It was so funny. Oh, here we go. I'll turn up the volume. We're a minute and 46 seconds away. And Steve Harvey's screaming. And it's pouring in New York. So, guys, my last thoughts on 2018. I'm ready for 2019. Thank you, 2018, for everything you've given me. I'm hoping that I can improve things with 2019, just like everyone does. There'll be ups and downs. They'll be good, they'll be bad. But if I am back in this same spot next year, I'll be very happy. So that's all I ask. I have popcorn in the gums where they removed my wisdom teeth a couple weeks ago. It sucks. All right, we're at a minute. We're at a minute, and no one's watching this, but I hope some people see this later. 50 seconds. Is this right? Is this really what time it is? Is it really 40? Let me see. Let me check the clock in here. Oh, yeah. It's 11:59 here. Okay. 5, 34, 33, 32. I'm not counting that whole thing. 9. Don't bark. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. It is pouring. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Yay! Hey, Happy New Year, puppies! They're barking because people are shooting fireworks off outside. Happy Happy New Year, everybody! I hope you all had a good time. I don't have anybody to make out with, but maybe later. Happy New Year, puppies! Woo! Woo! All right, guys. Happy New Year. I wish you the best wishes for this upcoming year. Make it a good one. And maybe I'll do this next year if I remember. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your night. Be safe. Enjoy the time with your family, your friends. If you're by yourself, I'm by myself right now. Just enjoy being alive. And, you know, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.